Powerful. I hope everything is now fine, and welcome everybody to our call for tonight. I'll just make a few shout outs and then we shall be getting into the compensation plan of Royalq. We have Abison from Montungamo. We have Frederick who says it is 7:16 here in Nigeria. We have Kriston from Poland. He says that it is 8:16 p.m. in Poland. We have Fabian from Jamaica who says it is 16 minutes past 1 p.m. in Jamaica. We have Infinix from Italy. We have Clevin is joining us from United Kingdom. He says it is 16 minutes past 7 p.m. that side of United Kingdom. We have Freddy saying it is 15 minutes past 20 Burundi, that side. We have Leader Eunice, our V4 from Kenya. We have Momi joining us from Dubai. She says it is 17 minutes past 22 p.m. that side of Dubai. Then we have Akampure Ruth who's joining us from Saudi Arabia. Grant says still it is 18 minutes past 7 p.m. that side of UK. And we have Sarah who says it is 18 minutes past 9 p.m. where she is in Uganda. We have Henry who says joining us from Kampala. With that, ladies and gentlemen, allow me dive into our presentation tonight. And the big question that I want to answer tonight, what is it in for you? Ladies and gentlemen, who is here and you are interested to make what I call regular, repeated, recurring income? Give me a yes in the chat. If you are here and you are interested to make regular, repeated, recurring income, give me a yes in the chat. When I talk about regular, I'm talking about money that comes to you every single day, regularly, it repeats itself. And even without your presence, when you pass away, this money will keep on recurring from one generation to another without you need to do anything for that to continue happening. If you are interested, I want to introduce you to an opportunity that has that power. When I was introduced to Royalq for the very, very first time, ladies and gentlemen, that is specifically 2 years and 11 months ago, I was astonished. I was amazed. I was able to open the third eye because I know so many people have two eyes, but once you open the third eye, ladies and gentlemen, that is seated in the magnificence of this opportunity, the rest is history. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be able to take you through what is it in for you. Yes, congratulations. You have been able to get the Royalq application. If you don't have one, I would advise you to have one. And activate it with $120. Beautiful, perfect, fantastic. And use the signals that we provide. Fantastic, incredible. And that is the first part. It is equal opportunity for everybody. But I came today to speak to someone who has bigger dreams. I came today to speak to someone who says, yes, it is okay. I can trade, use the robot, and it trades for me, and I make some fortune. But I want to speak to someone who's interested to make regular, repeated, recurring income tonight. I want to speak to someone who is interested to wake up every day and while you are sleeping, the robot was making money for other people and you got paid. I want to speak to someone who wants to seek success by helping other people. Who's here? I want to speak to somebody tonight. You want to be successful by helping other people become successful. Take from your one in the chat. You are here and you are this person who says, I want to be successful by helping other people be successful. One of my mentors said, if you help enough people get what they want, you'll get what you want. And tonight, my sharing is specifically to this group of people. What is it in for you? What is it in for you? And when you open your eyes very clearly, let me share a testimony here, ladies and gentlemen. I want to share a testimony, then dive you into this opportunity right away. On the 12th of June, ladies and gentlemen, I was invited to look at an opportunity of Royalq. By then, I had only $85 in my Binance account, which I sent on my Royalq application. They topped up for me $15 and the robot got activated. I never had trading capital into my account. I never knew anything with the trading. And I got started in Royalq. Basically, I also used the robot for trading. But that was not enough, ladies and gentlemen. I went on Telegram, spoke to people about how this software could trade for them. And one person by the names of Leader Reda from Namibia made a decision and purchased her first robot. When she purchased the robot, I made $30, took off $15, bought rice from downtown, and I started having food for myself. Not only that, ladies and gentlemen, I used those $15 and paid for the Zoom, ladies and gentlemen, which up to today we are still using, but it has had now continuous pay-ins and pay-ins time over time. Ladies and gentlemen, the $85 has been able to grow to a substantial residual income. It has been able to become too much that I've been able to work on my goals. When I got started in a business, I was just looking for food. When I got started in a business, I was just looking for survival. I was looking for something that would enable me get what to eat. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now 2 years and 11 months. And there's something has happened. Now I stay in my own house. Something has happened, ladies and gentlemen. Now I'm married. Something has happened, ladies and gentlemen. I've been able to achieve things that will take me so many years to achieve. And that's the opportunity I want to share with you specifically. Now I have a question. If there was a business that you would give your time, before I drop you into the powerful opportunity, if there was a business that you could start with no money, just activating your robot, ladies and gentlemen, just by activating your robot and bringing people and sharing the opportunity to as many people as possible, and it would pay you. Imagine today, this business, if we just look at for the last 10 days, ladies and gentlemen, imagine today the business has paid me $328. Imagine yesterday it paid me $188. Imagine on the other day it paid $212. Imagine on the other day it paid $294. Imagine on the other day it paid $303. Imagine on the other day it paid $244. Imagine the other day it paid $398. Imagine the other day it paid $312. Imagine the other day it paid 200. And ladies and gentlemen, the business has been paying, and these profits differ according to the market situation. Okay, when the market is so good, like it was, ladies and gentlemen, in around March this year. Look, on the 13th, let us start on the 12th. Let us start on the 10th. The business paid $733. Let us see on the 11th, $974. Let us see on the 12th, $890. Let us see on the 13th, $1,008. Let us see on the 14th, $864. Let us see on the 15th, $709. Let us see on the 16th, $718. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm presenting an opportunity. Let us see on the 1st of March, 600 and ladies and gentlemen, let us see on the second, $1,281. Let us see on the third, $1,074. Let us see on the fourth, $1,573. Let us see on the fifth, $1,594. Let us see on the sixth, $780. And the story can continue. The story can continue. And ladies and gentlemen, we are not yet there. We are not yet at the gist of the peak of the game. We are not yet there. I have a question. Is this a business that you could put in your effort, that you could put in your time, that you could be able to learn and be able to do and be able to make? If you are interested in such an income, give me a yes in the chat. If you are interested in such an income, such a business that it's not your capital, it's other people's money, and you are able to be able to make such money regularly, repeatedly, recurringly for the rest of your life. Someone will be saying, maybe I can even go back to 2022. I can even go back to 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, as the market is getting better, I want to play for you a video. This video was not done by me, but someone has sat down and given what you call a speculation of the market. What he thinks is going to happen. How does the market behave? And we are not yet there, ladies and gentlemen. And I want you to imagine, what if we get to these moods that this guy is going to talk about? What will happen? What will happen? So I want to break down this opportunity in just 5 to 10 minutes of your time and try to paint a clear picture for you. Paint a clear picture for you about the future, the amazing future that this opportunity has, the amazing power that this opportunity has, the ability and the potential that is unbelievable that is seated in this opportunity, that if someone could decide tonight, if someone could say, I'm ready, if someone could say, I'm willing to pay the price, if someone could say, I'm willing to learn about this opportunity and give it my time, I want to promise you, it has the power to enable you achieve all your desired goals, all your desired ambitions. And ladies and gentlemen, let us see what's expected to happen in the crypto market space and how can you position yourself into the right time. All right, so let me share my screen.
For more crypto knowledge. And now, this bull run, timed by months. Yes, here is what's gonna happen month by month till May of 2025, all based on past experience. But before I start, don't forget to share this video with a friend and follow on.
If you can hear the voice of this video that I'm playing, give me a 1 in the chat. If you were able to just hear something from this video I'm playing, give me a 1 in the chat so that I can know the voice is clear. And I'm going to pray it, then we move. I explain, then get into the compensation plan, and then we shall be good to go. Good. So listen very clearly and critically.
Timed by months. Yes, here is what's going to happen month by month till May of 2025, all based on past experience. But before I start, don't forget to share this video with a friend and follow us for more crypto knowledge. And now, this bull run, timed from today, May 7th, till May of 2025. This May of 2024 is going to be, as we said, a pullback month. Even if we will see Bitcoin correct itself a little high, it will drop again. And yet, no dramatic moves, mainly sideways. But June will be optimistic. We will see the market awakening, maybe even getting back into the previous all-time high. And if this FOMO will be big enough, it would last around mid of July. But at the end of July, beginning of August, I predict that the market will get back to consolidating again. Same as it now, only in a higher price. Then September, October, and November are going to be the craziest months of 2024. And the craziest months of Bitcoin as we know it. It will mark the biggest and most highest Bitcoin climax that we've seen till now. Yes, even your grandma will want to buy Bitcoin then. It will be the biggest FOMO ever. Then December, January, probably till the midst of February is going to be relatively a quiet time, mainly thanks to the stock market reports of Q4 of this year. And then from March till October of 2025, an exponential growth in the price of Bitcoin will start. And you will be grateful for the fact that you have bought Bitcoin back in May of 2024. Hey, have you waken up yet?
Surely, like he asked, most of you have not yet woken up. But I'm a living testimony that around this time in 2021, I was in the crypto market space. And I had just joined. By the way, this time I hadn't joined. I will join next month. But it looks to be the same area. But I want to take you a little bit to the months he has spoken about, that where the market is expected to go more crazy. I want to just flow back to those specific months, especially during October, September, and November, so that you could see. And if you decide to put in the right results, the right actions and stop feeling so much pity about yourself. Go in for sleepless nights, maybe if you are interested. Let us just float back a little bit in 2021 and find what happened in those specific months mainly. But regularly, I just want to share with you the business has been paid. Let's get into this and maybe someone could make a decision. Ladies and gentlemen, I've just taken you down here on my screen. I'm going to just pull it just up to there for you to see. In 2021, in only 6 months, they may not be able to break this into details. I made $56,668. In 2022, the market was down, but still I was able to make $29,405. In 2023, I made 58,000, ladies and gentlemen, $58,823. Now, I want to just be crystal clear with everybody so that you could see. Let's add these 2 years. In the first year, I made $56,688. In the second year, I made $29,405. In the third year, I made $58,828, which is only $14,000, ladies and gentlemen, $14,491. Now let's get back to this total. Ladies and gentlemen, I want us to be calculative. I made $144,908. Let me go to the calculator here. I want you to see so that some of you could pay attention or some of you could decide to miss out totally. Okay. In 3 years, Royalq paid me $14,918. But currently, the business has paid 205,302. Okay, I'll just get back to the calculator. Minus 205,302. Ladies and gentlemen, look very clearly. Look very clearly. The business so far in only 4 months, because in only 4 months, the business in only 4 months, ladies and gentlemen, in only 4 months, because we are just in May. We are just in May and today is 10th. In only 4 months, the business has paid more than it has ever paid me in each of the recent 3 years. Look, guys, in 2021, the business paid $56,668. Look critically. In the second year, it paid $29,405. In the third month, it paid $58,828. In only 4 months, the business has paid $60,384. I have a question. Do we have a better opportunity in 2024? Because I've been singing about how 2024, 2025 are super young. And so far, we have so far moved 4 years. I decided to share this because I've seen so many people getting distracted. They are being taken by wind. They are not feeding their laser focus on Royalq. They are everywhere. They are wasting time on everything. Me, I'm busy. I'm busy putting so much energy on Royalq and putting an amazing laser focus than never before. And the business in 4 months, it has paid me what it failed to pay me in 3 years. Do we have a business? I want to take you through the plan, but I have a question. Do we have a business in 2024 that we have never had, in the history of the market for the last close to 3 years that I've been here? I'm not speaking about something that is jokey. 4 months, the money I've made in 4 months in Royalq, I did not make in 6 months in 2021. The money I've made in 4 months, I did not make, ladies and gentlemen, in 2022. The money I've made in 4 months, I did not make in 2023. Imagine the income of a full year being made in less than 4 months and more. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to pay close attention to this compensation plan. I want you to understand it fully. I want you to feed your laser focus to this because it has power and ability to change your finances. And more is coming. Talk about it. And more is coming. And more is coming. More than unbelievable income. If you are ready to listen to an opportunity that has power to pay as powerfully as I've shared, type a yes in the chat and let me share my screen and drastically take you through this opportunity. If you are ready, because I've been following closely. I see so many people, so many of my friends are getting distracted. They're being pushed by the wind of crypto. And they might make decisions they can forever forget. They can forever say, I was around. And unless you get ready to look at how powerful this is, then let me get into the compensation plan. The opportunity I'm going to share does not need you to have any capital. The opportunity does not need you to have any capital. As long as you are willing to share, you can make this money. As long as you are willing to share, you can make this money. As long as you are willing to speak to someone about this opportunity, you can make this money. So let me share my screen and let me take you through how powerful this is. All right, beautiful, fantastic. So let me now share my screen right away. And let's dive into this fantastic cannibalistic opportunity. All right. Just a minute. Good. Ladies and gentlemen, the big bonuses I want to talk about today being a Friday, they come from the affiliate bonus program of Royalq. And let us just say, what is it in for you, ladies and gentlemen? What are the benefits? The benefits of this opportunity. Yes, the robot can trade for everybody. But if you decide to have a team of robotic users, you will be paid what we call a rewarding referral program that has no rank maintenance, that has real-time payment. Now let's look at how you get paid. The compensation plan of Royalq comes with an overview of the network income. And this consists of two components. One, the activation gain, which is your direct sales bonus. And two, the trade profit, which we call the direct quantification and the team quantification. That once you decide to go outside there and tell Peter, Stephen, Anita about how the Royalq robot is going to trade for them, even if they're not interested in sharing the opportunity, profits will be made. And this is how it's broken down. The activation gain. The 120 USDT that Royalq receives after activating the robot, Royalq keeps 40 USDT and distributes 80 USDT back to the network, which is me and you. Can you imagine? Royalq says, on whatever I make, I'll be returning 80 USDT back to you. Let's see. How is it given? How are the activation benefits distributed? It is 30 to 70 depending on your rank. If you're a V1, you'll make $30. If you're a V2, you make $40. If you're a V3, you make $50. If you're a V4, you make $60. If you're a V5, you make $65. If you're a V6, you make 70 USDT. That is crazy. That is crazy. And I have heard so many people who say, I would love to do the robot, but I don't want to share the business. I would love to build the robot, but I don't want to share the business. I have written a pamphlet on my Facebook account. And before I go more detailed, please, Jerome, allow me read it for you. I've written a very long statement about cryptocurrency. And allow me read it for you. In just my previous blog, I have said, Introduction to cryptocurrency. Introduction to cryptocurrency, and I'm going to be very brief. Cryptocurrency is something that has generated a lot of attention around the globe. And this mostly involves around a price of Bitcoin. Everyone has come to see cryptocurrency is something that can make you rich overnight, but it is much more than that. I will give a rundown to an idea behind cryptocurrency history, trends, and why they have come to stay. Why they have come to stay.
They always
Let me
tell
first
me,
leave this president. Why they have come to stay.
when I talk to my conservative friends right here,
why they have come to stay. As a means of exchange, because some people are fearing, Julius, I want residual income. I fear to speak to people. But I'm telling you, cryptocurrencies are here to stay as means of exchange, as tradable assets, and as store of value. Three major things. Cryptocurrency is here to stay. And once you build a community of cryptocurrency exchanges, cryptocurrency traders, and cryptocurrency store of value, you are gonna make a lot of money. Let's get back to normal understanding. Before cryptocurrency, money was something that was fully controlled by government via central banks of many nations. They were in charge of printing and circulation of money, and also other things like policies that do with money. However, the cash system, which is the fiat, that we operate largely with has a lot of limitations. Basic economics. Basic economics tells us that scarcity is what brings value. But we see a world where governments print more money and put it in circulation, with things like inflation coming as a result of that. We see the value of money decreasing as time goes. 500 Ugandan shillings today was not the same as 500 Ugandan shillings a year ago. The purchasing value of the Ugandan shillings and other currencies, including the dollar, including the naira, including the Kenyan shillings, including the Canadian rupees, and so many, has lost value. The Ugandan shillings, like any other currencies, is currently facing what perhaps is the most existential threat, as the purchasing power of Ugandans white is down. Since the crash in the oil prices last year and ensuring COVID-19 lockdown, the exchange rate has surpassed multiple devaluations, losing about 30% in value when compared to the dollar and other foreign currencies, African currencies. The implication is that more and more savvy investors are dumping the Ugandan shillings in exchange for more stable currencies like the dollar, the euro, the pound, and more. Importantly, embracing the idea of digital currencies and investment assets. Ladies and gentlemen, at the forefront of the issues facing in the Ugandan shillings is the rising inflation, which gradually affects the purchasing power of the households and businesses. No doubt that the people who keep a large portion of their assets in cash will suffer a loss of value as a result of inflation, which instantly is showing no signs of betting anytime soon. Notwithstanding the gloomy outlook, there are investing alternatives that allow individuals, corporations to outperform inflation and increase their wealth. Dollar-based investments like cryptocurrencies are more appealing to investors than saving the money in a depreciating naira. Despite this recent downturn of the crypto market space, investors are enjoyably outsigning profits due to economic recovery led by the COVID-19 vaccines. Ladies and gentlemen, investing in the class of asset that has been more profitable than saving your local currency. Finally, the Ugandan shilling remains the legal tender. Like it remains the legal tender of the dollar, like it is the legal tender of the pound. I'm speaking to you because you need this. It is not going anywhere sooner. So on Ghana, South Africa, Kenya, Nigeria, and so many countries. For those who continue to earn salaries in your local currencies, I want to warn you, the concern should be what to do to ensure preservation of wealth. The more reason you must invest in assets that can generate returns above the current inflation rate. Better still, seek dollar-earning businesses, cryptocurrency businesses that have a high return, ladies and gentlemen, and develop digital assets in the 21st century, skills that will turn you into a global earner. The opportunity that I'm giving you today gives you global earning. It will be a topic of another day. But what is a cryptocurrency? Using a simple definition, cryptocurrency is money that is by the people, for the people. And using Bitcoin as an example, there is no central body that is in charge. The value of Bitcoin at every time is determined by the action of the people holding it. So more demand means high price, and which means a lot of people start selling, the price will go down. Bitcoin uses a free market system. People determine the price and no control body. Money has known to become flawed due to bad decisions of central powers that is in charge of it. It is these problems that have paved a way for creation of cryptocurrency. People desire to create a currency that would enable retain the value of their money. One that gave power back to the people, not a few persons in power. After years of experimentation and different field attempts, Bitcoin was finally created in 2009, and this paved the way of digital currencies and cryptocurrencies that are deflationary. This means the value of Bitcoin increases over time, not the opposite like we see in other fiat currencies like the dollar, the rands, the naira, which lose value over time. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I have shared this to you is that you need an opportunity. I know most of you put your effort in different businesses. You need an opportunity that is saying, every effort you will put in, it will be paid. Now, not only will you earn when you share the opportunity direct in a foreign currency whose value keeps on increasing, you will also earn from the trade profits. As these people join your team and they trade, as these people join your team and they make money, you are entitled to a percentage of their trade profit, which makes up your residual income. Ladies and gentlemen, when someone says, I want to buy some Bitcoin, and they use the robot to buy it low and sell high and they make profit, you are entitled to the profit of someone you personally brought, which is a direct team member, as well as an indirect team member. Whenever a trade is closed, which means there is profit. And so we have direct quantification. Trade profits of the team members directly referred by you, and team quantifications, trade profits from the team members not brought by you. Let's see, how is the trade profit given? Whenever there is a trade profit done by the robot, not by you, the robot is entitled to 20% of that profit. When that profit comes to Royalq, Royalq converts the trade profits to 100%. It keeps only 40% and distributes 80% to the network, which is us. This is how the trade profit is calculated and distributed. It is 20 to 60 depending on your rank. I'm going to talk about how you rank up. V1, 20%, V2, 30%, V3, 40%, V4, 50%, V5, 55%, and V6, 60%. Note, we do not receive anything from your capital. We only receive from the trade profit. Oh my goodness. Royalq doesn't stop here. It says, once you become a V6, Royalq will set aside 10% of its trade profit, 10% of the entire community worldwide that is trading with the Royalq robot, and share it among the V6. Those are its global partners. It will not stop here. It has another called the global dividend. And this reward is extra and above other rewards you entitled as a V6. Let me break down the whole cake right away now. Ranks. How do you become a V1? You become a V1 by activating your robot with only $120. Superb. What are your benefits? Whenever you share your personal link with someone, you will be paid 30 USDT instantly. This person makes $100. You don't get anything from the indirect team members, all from people on the same rank. The next rank is a V2. How do you become a V2? Or who we call a middle icon in the crypto ambassadors team? One, ladies and gentlemen, you have to build a team of 20 people, but from these 20, 3 must have been brought by you. What are your benefits? As a V2, now your link gains more value. That when you share your link, you were getting $30. But Royalq is saying now you have 20 people under you. When you share your personal link, you make 40 USDT. And the person you introduced personally, whenever they make profit, you're entitled to 30% of the 20% that will be charged on them, which means whenever they make $100, you will make $6. And you don't stop here. As a V2, the people not brought by you, whenever they have someone who joins their team, you are entitled to $10. And I call this the purple coins, because once you become a V2, you start suffering with purple coins of money, $10. I remember when I was young, my mother used to have what we call a flying pan, and she covers it, and you hear the popcorns beating the cover of the flying pan. Oh, 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 oh. So once you become a V2 and you're working close with your 20 people, you start suffering with 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. So your robot is popping up $10, $10, $10, $10, because anybody who joins under you, not brought by you, $10, $10, $10, $10, and you don't stop here. Whenever they trade, you are still entitled to 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%, 9%, 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%, up to infinity. And this was superb. Now, that's why I got annoyed when I got started in the business, and in 8 days, I was a V2. And I started making $100 per day. But when I saw how powerful becoming a V3 is, I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep on V2, because for you to be a V3 is much more simple. Why? You had brought 3 people direct. Add on 2, let them become 5. Help 3 people that you brought, whether you're direct or not you're direct, but from 3 different lines, to become V2 like you. Have a total of 100 people, and you enter the real financial freedom of Royalq. Financial freedom on Royalq starts on V3. Why? Because when you share your link, you get 50 USDT. Randa Madama Bolo Belete. I don't understand the V2s. Someone becomes a V2, he spends 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month. They are still V2s. They don't understand that once you become a V3, people, you step into the power of money. Why? Because now the people you personally brought in the business, whenever they make profit, they are charged 20% of their profit and you make 40%, which means whenever someone makes $100, you make $8. But you don't stop here. People who are from your V1 line, you make $20 to whoever they bring up to infinity. And on their trading profit, you make 20%. Imagine you are bringing someone I did not bring. But whenever you bring that person, you earn your $4 whenever they make $100. But also me, who did not bring them, whenever they make $100, I'm also paid $4 on what is tied on them. I say point of attention. I say the point of inquiry. Point of knowing. Pardon, could you repeat that? I become a V3. I introduce my wife. My wife introduces her friends, Tanda. And whenever she will bring anyone, I'll make $20. Pata, I get you there. But anybody who will be trading under my wife, I earned $50 because my wife got started good. Anybody she introduces, I make $20. Fantastic. But anybody who trades under my wife that I don't know, whenever they make $100, they are charged $20. On that $20, I make $4 up to infinity. I said, Jesus on a wooden bicycle. This is unbelievable. It's worth my effort. It's worth my time. Let me put it in. Hey! And then they say, no, point of understanding. Now, the people who are V2, the people who are V2, the people that you have to become V2, anybody they introduce up to infinity, you make $10. I said, what? What? I make $10. But wait. Anybody who joins under them that you don't know up to infinity, whenever that person makes $100, you make $2, which is 10%. I said point of acknowledgement. I need to be a V3 immediately. They said, wait. Now, once you become a V3 and you get another V3 in your team, on every profit they will have collected from their trading, Royalq will say, he collected how much? $1,000. But you're on the same rank. You are not supposed to earn on them because you're on the same rank. And then they say, he made 1,000 from their team trading profits. 10% of that is yours. I said, God, I want to have V3s that are making $10,000 from their trading teams per day, so that I make 1,000 on them on every trade that happens. Ladies and gentlemen, now, the greatest mistake anybody can do in Royalq is to become a V4. Because that's why, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, let me come even on camera to emphasize this point. I know many people may not understand it. Let me give you reasons. Have you realized, Royalq members in the house, have you realized that once many people are stop on V4? Do you know why many people stop on V4? I want to give you an answer. Who would like to know why we have so many V4s? Let me explain. How many people want to know why we have so many V4s? There are so many. Who would like to know why many people end on V4? They do not go to V5. Who would like to know why we have so many V4s? There are so many even here. When I look through, I can read you. We have so many V4s. Let me see. We have Leader Eunice, who recently became a V4. She's one of the new V4s. I can read through and I tell you so many V4s in Royalq, so many. Let me give you the reason. I'm going to tell you the bonuses of V4. The money becomes too much for them and they do not want to push the business any longer. Someone was making $100 per day. He starts seeing 200, 300 per day. The money closes their eyes. It becomes too much that some of them cannot handle and they say, let me stay here. The good thing here, you are making good money. They settle. Let me show you the bonuses of V4. That's where you're going to understand why we have so many V4s and they don't push to V5. And the reason is simple. The money overcovers their appetite. The money becomes too much. Let me explain why V4. It is one of the ranks when you reach, especially people here, you start experiencing problems of money. How do you become a V4? You only need 8 directs. Now, remember on V3 you had 5. You just here with only 3 more. Now, help 3 people to become who are V2 to become V3 like you, and you become a V4. What are the benefits? Your link now goes to $60. Whenever you share your link, 60. Share your link, 60. Share your link, 60. You share halfway. The robot is 120. When you become a V4, whoever activates and uses your link, half is yours. Half is yours. You don't stop here. Anybody you introduce in the business, remember, the robot is entitled 20% of the profit. If you make $1,000, the robot says, what is 20% of 1,000? They charge you. Now, if someone makes $100 and they are charged $20 and they were brought by you, and you were V4, $10 is yours. If they make $200 and you were V4, $20 is yours. You share half the gas fee. And you don't stop here. If you directly introduce a new person, you make $30. No, you make $60 when you introduce someone personally by you $60. But anybody they bring up to infinity, you make $30. You make $30 until they become V2. Now, when they become V2, you make $20 on everybody up to infinity. And now when they become, until they become V3, when they become V3, you make $10. That's why V4s, money becomes too much for them. Now, from the V1s, you earn 30% on their fuel fee. On the V2s, 20%. On the V3s, 10%. And once you get a V4 like you make 1.5 USDT on everybody that you activate because it's the same rank. You are not supposed to earn on them. And 10% on their gas fee. That's why V4 is a very dangerous rank. Is a very dangerous rank. Now, V5. Now, let me first even stop sharing my link. The ranks I'm about to start talking about. When you become a V5, this is a warning. When you become a V5, if you don't like too much money, I request you to retire. Because with V5, the bonuses start becoming too much. When people are talking about daily income, going to work, looking for money, it is no longer your subject. It is no longer your subject. Money becomes a normal vocabulary. Money becomes a normal vocabulary. A normal vocabulary. Purchasing property becomes a usual game. I don't want to tell you. That's why me, I laugh at V4s. I don't understand them. Because if they understand what happens on V5, if they could understand what happens when you were V5, let me share so that you understand. So that you understand. Because this rank is another subject. Another subject. I don't know. Because I think Royalq put so much ingredient of money on V5. The ingredients that are here are extraordinary. Here is why. To become a V5, you need 12 direct. So you had 8, you add on 4. Simple. Very easy. Have 3 V4s, then you become a V5. The numbers don't matter. When you share your personal link, you get 65 USDT. And the person you brought direct, you earn 55%. Now, I introduced my wife. That's why me, when I introduce people in the business, I looked for my XC, the person who, all my exes are in business. I spoke to all of them. All of them. All. No excuse. My wife is in business. My daughter. So now recently I introduced my daughter in the business. So she's V1. When is the V1? So anybody who joins under her up to infinity, I make $35. Now, if you have a V2, 25, a V3, 15, a V4, 5 USDT, you earn 35% from a V1. You earn 25% as they trade from a V2 line. You earn 15% from a V3 line. People think this is kwankwa. Then V5, same rank, 1.5, and 10% from whatever they collect. Let me show you. People may think the robot does not pay it. It does not pay. It's a lie, my friend. You better wake up. You better wake up. You are sleeping on a gold mine. You see, I have opened here for you. What you see as 5 is coming from V4 line. What you see as 15 is coming from a V3 line. What you see as 35 is coming from a V1 line. 15 V3 line, 5 V4 line, 15 V3 line, 5 V4 line, 15 V3, 5 V4 line, 15 V3, 5 V3. People keep on joining per day. And every day is a money collecting day. 5 V4, 5 V4, 5 V4. Here only 5 V4, 5 V4, 5. So once you become a V5, barata. Money is money, money manufacturing, man. Now, 25. I wanted to show you 25. 35 V4, 25 V2. Sorry, 35 V1, 25 V2, 15 V3. Ladies and gentlemen, V5 is one of the complete metamorphoses of completing. I can't even explain it very well. 35 from a V1 line, 25 from a V2 line, 15 from a V3 line. Too much money. Now, there is one ranker that I have not yet tested, but this, according to the bonuses, it looks like here you are in the money printing machine itself. Because for you to become a V6, you need 20 directs only since you started. So I had it 12. So I need to add on 8, they become 20. 3 V5s. That's where now the guest is. Because so many V4s, once they become V4, they retire. Did I share my screen? So many V4s, when they become V4s, they retire. The money becomes too much. Too much. So it is not easy to get to V6. But 70 USDT when you share a personal link. 60% gas from the V1 line, $40. From the V2 line, $30. From the V3 line, $20. From the V4 line, $10. From the V5 line, $5. 40% from the V1 line, 30% from the V2 line, 20% from the V3 line, 4%, 10% from V4, like that up to infinity. Now, what makes V6 an amazing rank? As we speak today, Royalq has 2 million plus users across the world. When you become a V6, every user in the whole world becomes your downline. And every day, Royalq puts aside 10 USDT to be shared among the V6. Not only that, it says, on the fuel fee we have collected, we shall put aside 10% to be shared every month. How do you rank up? I've already shared. Become a V1, activate your robot. How do you become a V2? I shared 3 directs, total 20. How do you become a V3? 5 directs, 3 V2s, and a total of 100 team members. How do you become a V4? 8 directs, you had 5, just add on 3. 3 V4s, 3 V3s from different lines. You become a V4. How do you become a V5? 12 directs. Since you started, you had 8, add on 4. Have 3 V4s from 3 separate lines, and you become a V5. How do you become a V6? 20 directs, 3 V5 from separate lines. Ladies and gentlemen, potential income. V1, you can make 30 to 60 USDT a day. V2, you can make 30 to 100 USDT a day. V3, you can make 100 to 300 USDT a day. V4, you can make 300 USDT and above daily. V5, you can make 800 USDT daily. V6, you can make 1,500 USDT a day. I know someone may be saying it is a lie. When the market is good, this is a common business. Here is a sample space. When the market is good, it is common business. It is common business. It is like chewing guangua. It is like breathing oxygen. Someone may be saying, they are lying. My friend, you don't understand the opportunity you are talking of. Sample space, look, 28, $841. 29, $957. First, $692. Second, $1,281. Third, $1,074. Fourth, $1,573. Fifth, $1,594. Ladies and gentlemen, if you decide to build a community with Royalq, you'll never regret. You will never regret. Money will not become a vocabulary that you use. You will be saying finance. You'll be saying finance. You will be saying finance. I want everybody to decide to take this opportunity as a serious venture because it has the power to change your life. It has been a palm-pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege to dig the depth, the width, and the power of the Royalq compensation plan. It's back to you to decide to share the link or keep it as we enjoy the bonuses. You either join us, we make money together, or you remain where you are and we make money without you. God bless you. Thank you for joining our call for tonight. Return to the person who invited you. Let them share with you their link and join the money making printing robot. God bless you. From me back to you. Bye-bye and have a blessed, fantastic evening. Bye, everybody. Love you all. God bless.